All right. A lot of people are asking what's going on with Wall Street, what's going on with GameStop, AMC. So a couple of things. First of all, let me educate you. So most major companies are expecting this company to tank, to go to zero. So what big companies do is they buy insurance or they short it. They short it. So they buy an insurance policy saying, listen, if my if this company goes down, um, I'm expected to get paid. I'm expected to get paid because my insurance policy is going to cover it. So now, a lot of people, what they did is they realized that this is what companies and hedge funds and billionaires have been doing for years, for decades. They've been doing this. So now, a lot of smaller guys, a lot of small investors created groups on Reddit and one called Wall Street Bets. And what they do is they pretty much think of it as Twitter, but a blog form where they just discuss stocks, strictly stocks or the stock market or companies. And once one of the topics was GameStop, and the reason GameStop is because a lot of the smaller guys realized what the big guys were doing. They were buying insurance and waiting for this company just to dive because they knew the business models cannot last. So what they did was the smaller guys, these guys on Reddit, on Wall Street Bets, what they did is they artificially are pumping up the stock. So what they did is they had about 3 million people spread the word and told everyone, buy and pump this stock up. Pump it up, meaning like increase its value. Increase its value in the market. So the stock, I think, has gone up, I think, 1,700%. 1,700%, even higher. It's been going higher and higher. So what this does is once the stock is going up, these insurance policies don't get kicked in. So the hedge fund managers have to continuously keep paying money to keep that bet on that the stock's going to go down. Now, if the stock keeps going up, they're going to keep losing money every single day because of these Reddit users and these people who are artificially pumping up the stock, which is, for a company that actually has bad financials, their stock is up 1,700% over a short period of time. I think 8-9 months. So a lot of these big hedge fund managers are losing billions and billions of dollars because of that artificial inflation of this stock. So you have to realize right now is not a good time to buy the stock. Understand that the stock market is actually being manipulated by a lot of big players. So when you think about what's going on here, you have to think about, if I'm investing in a stock, you have to figure out what is going on the back end, behind it, the financials. If you're buying a stock, it should be a long-term company that's been around for decades, that has potential for growth, has so many other things behind it, not just a whim in terms of an 8-month period. Yes, a lot of people are making money. One user, I think he put in $50,000. Now he's worth, I think, like $2, $3, $4 million, depending on how much he put in. He kept putting in more money, but that's because the inflation is going. The inflated stock is going up and up and up and up. So his $50,000 shares is now worth a lot more. Now the big companies, the whales, the hedge fund managers, the billionaires are losing tons and tons of money. And what they're doing is going to the SEC, the Nasdaq, all these other places where stocks are being traded and saying, hey, this is fraud, this is wrong. And it's funny because they've been doing stuff to manipulate the market for a long period of time, and no one's been going to jail. So now, for some reason, when they're losing billions and billions of dollars, they want to complain and cry about it and go to the SEC and go to the government and go to these other places to shut them down or to stop them from doing this, which is a funny thing. So it's kind of like karma, where these guys have been shorting stocks for a long period of time, making money and letting companies die, while these small little group of people are actually fighting back and fighting against the big players and being able to make some money for themselves. And the fact that they're making money for themselves, the other big players are not liking that. And so they're going to try to stop and try to limit people buying it, trying to limit people investing in it. Companies like Robinhood and E-Trade are shutting down, saying you can't buy anymore, but you can sell them because they want to be able to help the big guys because the big guys have the money. But understand, this is a play that you need to really understand stocks if you really want to get into it. But understand that shorting stocks has been around for a long period of time, and now the new wave of people are understanding the business, understanding what's going on behind it, and actually, creating small little revolutions with 3 million people and being able to take down major firms and make some money for themselves. All right.